All right, soulmates, welcome back to TGIF. Now, tonight, we are all smiles and chatting with one of the stars of Bravo's hit show, Married to Medicine. Please welcome Dr. Heavenly. Hey, Dr. Heavenly, welcome.
Hey, beautiful, how are you?
Good. Thank you for being here. And the chat is kind of going wild for you. They've been looking forward to this. Did you see it on Twitter, Q? When you tweeted about it, they were like,
and they were going crazy because they knew when Dr. Heavenly came, she was gonna bring it, and that's what's like we gotta have her on the show to get all this Married to Medicine tea. And we see you got your reunion dress on, girl.
Yes, bitch. Excuse me, baby. I got on my Clark sister veil. I don't know what words I can. So yeah, what words can I use? Funky, let me know.
Just be clean. Just be radio clean.
It's gonna be one of those.
On radio.
Okay.
Now, Dr. Heavenly, before we get started, you look amazing, and you recently posted a video of yourself in the gym, and posted that it's a constant struggle. Now, have you always pushed yourself in all areas to be great? Like, is this something that you've always had?
I think that once you're on television, you know that sometimes you look at yourself more deeply, even your personality, everything. I think that television is like therapy. You get to see different things, and ain't nothing wrong with wanting to be your best. So I'm trying my best to be my best in every way.
You look good.
Jay, you look good, girl. So listen, Dr. Heavenly, this season of Married to Medicine has not been short of rumors, just random plotting and things that have tarnished friendships. Where are you at when it comes to your relationship with Contessa, and where is that relationship going?
I think it's dead, Q. I think it's gone. I mean, I can be cordial. I can be nice in a room, but I really did consider her a friend, contrary to popular belief. I really did. But it was just a lot. Honestly, I swear to God, Q, I wish I had not spoken on her marriage. I was wrong for doing that. And now I feel bad. But I mean, just all the lies and stuff like that. Like, I ain't never lied. So I think that, it's just a lie. And I just don't want to deal with it anymore.
Wow. Dr. Heavenly, some of your castmates have talked about how your Married with Medicine after show has kind of put a wedge or damaged your friendships with them. Do you agree? Or do you think these ladies are just being a tad bit too sensitive?
I don't agree at all. I think I'm still good with the people I was good with. Honestly, to be perfectly honest, the only person that I feel like really had a reason to be angry with me about my lives was Toya. Because I talk about business, money, and relationships, and she's the opposite of what I stand for in all three of those realms. I know that sounds bad to say, but it is. And I broke down all of those things based on what I saw on the show. But everybody else, it was light humor, in my opinion, shade, kind of like the stuff that Funky Dineva does in his lives, kind of like that. But his friend that's old, and we thought she had been through menopause, kind of like that. But it's funny, and I think that a lot of people have their own insecurities, and sometimes it may go a bit far, but the people know my heart is pure. Seriously, they know that I'm, loyal to a fault.
Okay. Well, Dr. Heavenly, the second part of your reunion left fans divided when Quad revealed that she purposely meant to hurt Toya by spreading rumors about her sleeping with a mystery man. So I want to ask you, why do you think their friendship fell apart? And do you think Quad became friends with Anila just to get back at Toya?
I think that Quad and Anila had a genuine friendship. I think that honestly, I think that everybody hurt. I don't know if y'all watched y'all haven't seen the third part of the reunion yet, but everybody's hurt and people respond in different ways. Quad was hurt, and you never know what people's insecurities are or what their triggers are. Now, y'all know, man, my man. That's it. You know what I'm saying? That's it. You mess with my man, you got me upset. But Quad, I think that there's some insecurities there as well as on Toya's part. And I think that both of them are equally at fault.
Good point. So listen, the promo for part 3 of the reunion is explosive. And in that promo, we see Toya's husband, Eugene, yelling at Quad. What other explosive surprises can we expect in part 3 of the reunion?
I think that I wish you would ask me the question that you want to ask is, what did I think about that? And I'm going to say I did not like it. You already know I don't like it. I think that everybody has come for Toya, but Toya has come for everybody as well. I think during this mess, stay out the DMs, men, You know what I'm saying? Stop being involved in and off camera, and then you might not have a conflict. Again, I'm gonna say this again, and I know what your question was, but I'm gonna answer what I want to answer. Okay? Listen, you've been called a big old B by this woman over here. You've been called a refugee by this woman over here. I done talked about your finances. I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna take it back. I'm gonna stand on this. If Quad had a man sitting behind her, I don't think all that would have happened. And not that you're afraid of the men, like you ain't afraid of Dr. Damon or anybody else. I think that a woman without a man sitting behind her is somewhat unprotected. That's my thought. Y'all can do what y'all want to with that. I did not like it. I understand he's hurt, but I would say the same thing that I say about Dr. Contessa is you barking up the wrong tree, dude. Really, your wife said all these things. Your wife said all these things. So that's what it is.
Where are you and Quad right now with their relationship?
Quad and I are good. Now, Quad, I'm going to tell you, me and her have beef sometimes. We go back and forth, but at the end of the day, Quad is my sister, and we uplift each other, and she's good with me always. Until she dropped me, I ain't never dropping Quad.
Dr. Heavenly, speaking of men, you know, your husband, Dr. Damien, who you call daddy, which I love, you guys, to me, represent true Black love, in my opinion. How have you managed, though? Because you see all the other ladies in all the reality TV platforms kind of being on reality TV together kind of has ruined their marriage. How have you been able to sustain your marriage throughout all these years on reality TV?
I mean, you know, I have my limits. Like, you know, I might go at it with the girls, but I'm never going to disrespect my husband. But I have to give more credit to my husband because he's a stand-up guy. He's nice, he's kind, he's sensitive, he's emotional, he's everything I ever wanted in a man. But he's not on reality. He's not into the minutia of reality TV. He stays up above the fray. He does not really even want to come to the scenes a lot of times. He's not on Twitter tweeting. He's not in the women's DMs. He's not talking about them. In fact, he got so much going on with his surgical center and his pain practice and personal injury that his mind is on other things rather than the show. And I think a lot of men in the show are intricately involved in the show, and they come to scenes they ain't even supposed to be at. So there you have it. That helps us a whole lot.
So look, Heavenly, you know, I wouldn't be me if I didn't get down in the mess, okay?
Get into it, baby.
I wouldn't be me. I want to know, how did you feel about Quad throwing you up under the bus saying, well, Toya, we knew you was cheating, but we just had the wrong man. Simone said, well, Dr. Heavenly said that Simone said, like, what's the tea? Did Simone really tell you that?
Let's pray all the way through that. Listen, I'm on TV and these are real marriages. And unlike the men, and I'm not saying the men get away with cheating or they get away with whatever, but it's been seen in our community that it's not acceptable, but it's almost tolerated, right? A woman cannot do these things. Is she gonna get her tail whipped? She gonna get left, or she gonna get something, right? Even if I did know something and I don't, I would not say. Q.
So Quad lying on you.
It was a joke. I'm gonna say it was a joke, and I'm gonna leave it at that. Q.
Okay, I think there's more to that.
That's what you're gonna say, or that's what it was.
Call me later.
Now, Dr. Heavenly, we have to mention that your daughter, Alora, is in college. Now, how proud of you, and how proud of her are you, and how is she doing? She's such a little cutie pie.
She's my beautiful baby girl. She's not in college yet. Actually, she's a senior in high school, so she's visiting colleges. She just put in all her applications, took an SAT, ACT. Her grades are great, so she'll get in wherever she wants to go. Me personally, I'd prefer her to stay in town and go to Spelman. So I'm speaking Spelman. I'm making it a reality because she got me with these dang beauty supply stores. She wanted to do this. She need to stay here and run it. Okay. So I'm not running no dang beauty supply store. I do teeth. So she got me in that. So that's what we're going to do. Okay. So I'm trying to act like she got a choice. But my money going to Spelman.
I got a question that's not wasn't scheduled. Of all the celebrity mouths out there now, you have done amazing work with Q's smile. Look at his smile. There's some tragic mouths out there. If there's a celebrity mouth that you would want to fix, whose mouth would it be that you would like? You know what? Let me get my hands on your mouth.
I ain't gonna answer that, boo. Y'all miss Andy. All y'all miss. You told me to stop answering the dang questions. That's what he told me. So that's what I'm gonna do. Stop answering the questions. Y'all already know the answers. So I'll say this.
I'm not going to reveal the name, but there was somebody formerly on Bravo who had got their mouth done and it didn't look too good. And me and Heavenly had a very thorough conversation about.
Please don't say Q.
I'm not gonna say the name. But how she needed her teeth redone.
Sometimes they just get them too big.
That's what the person
Yeah,
did.
I will say this. At Smiles by Dr. Heavenly, we do specialize in natural looking dentition. I don't like the white teeth that are too bright. And I think they're supposed to be the color of your eyes. So we actually try to make them. And if I could start from scratch, I can make beautiful teeth. The problem is people want this tooth right here. You know what I'm saying? Or something. And this tooth need attention. So I like to do full mouth restorations. And I do that and I can do a beautiful job. And I would say that I specialize in natural looking dentition.
Next time you come, we're gonna have a little game around teeth, and we're gonna do that.
There you have it.
Okay. Of course, before we let you go, you recently announced the launch of your 2023 Master Coaching Class. Tell us a little bit about that before we go.
Listen, I've been doing coaching for dentists for years with Dr. Heavenly University. I kind of put it down a little bit when I got busy with the TV show and stuff like that. And I relaunched it right before COVID. Then I put it down again. Listen, I started out wanting to coach dentists because I ran several dental practices, had my Series 65 real estate license, owned a mortgage company, all of that, run $1 million businesses. But now I've opened it up for everybody. And I'm going to launch it probably with a 5-day challenge, just giving information on how to, first of all, self-care. Second of all, you got to get into the mindset and balance, because I think there's so many professional women that are in a rat race but don't know how to get it and get passive income as well.
Well, Dr. Heavenly, thank you so much for joining us tonight. We really appreciate you coming through, and we're going to get that tea out of you about that celebrity mouth.
Yes, call me later.
Okay. Thank you so much. Please follow Dr. Heavenly and support her in all she does. And if you want your mouth right, go ahead and hit her up and you won't get those ridiculous teeth. All right, we're going to take a quick commercial break, Soulmates, and we'll be right back with more TGIF.